YouTuber Tasha K went head-to-head with Cardi B's attorneys in bankruptcy court yesterday, and it was a mess. It said it was a meeting of creditors today. Debtors must attend the meeting to be questioned under oath. Okay. In a joint case, both spouses must attend. Creditors may attend, but are not required to do so. The meeting may be continued or adjourned to a later date. If so, the date will be continued on the court docket. Now, the meeting was actually held by telephone in the Fort Lauderdale Federal Building. Okay, and yeah, it was it was tea. Oh my God, I had to take notes. Look at all these notes I had took. Child, hold on. We're gonna go through a lot of it on I'm gonna go through it in depth on Patreon now. So if you're not a Patreon member, you need to be today. Okay. So she claimed during the questioning, Tasha K claimed that she was humiliated by Cardi B and that the headlines has prevented her from earning a living.
Like, it's been messy. It's been messy.
If this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, like, girl, didn't you call that lady, say the lady had herpes, and then you say her baby, didn't you say all those things about her? Then you admit to lie on the lady, and now you're saying that the headlines are humiliating. She said that that Cardi B has been planning stuff in the news about how she's been garnishing her check, even though she did garnish it. Remember, I told y'all she took that $10,000 YouTube check. And since then, Tasha K had turned off her monetization to avoid having to pay Cardi B. Another thing that Tasha K admitted doing. Oh, child, this is a mess.
It's hotter than a bitch up in this motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie to you, okay? If we got a lot of wine to spill, y'all gonna have.
It's a mess. Another thing that she admitted doing was taking her name off the deed to her house in Georgia. And she got caught in I'm not gonna say it was a lie because it's the truth. She did actually file the paperwork to get her name taken off of the deed. Okay. However, the attorney, Cardi B's attorney, under questioning, when he questioned Tasha K, it was revealed that she took her name off of the deed after she lost the court case against Cardi B. Now, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but that would seem like that's a little bit illegal. That would seem like that's illegal because she did it afterwards, after the actual judgment, after the appeal, all of that. So she was actually, that was one way to me, as a novice on the outside looking in, because I love me some court cases. It looked like she's trying to hide stuff. Okay. Another thing, the lawyer asked her, why is it on the bankruptcy paperwork? Now I'm gonna show the bankruptcy paperwork on Patreon. I don't want to show it here, but it's a lot. On the bankruptcy paperwork, Tasha K claims that she only makes $3,000 a month, but her husband makes over $20,000 a month. How the hell does he work for her, but he making all the money? I don't understand. Anyway, these are round numbers. These aren't approximate. Okay. She made like 3,000 and change, and she claims that her husband makes like 23,000, somewhere around there. Okay. So I'm like, how the husband make more money? And then she claimed that he has another business. He's a filmmaker. Okay. And he makes another business, and she has no interest in his company. But she also slipped up and said that she left Georgia. I told y'all she was ran out of Georgia. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't be listening to me when I tell y'all this. I did a whole video and I told y'all that Tasha K was ran out of Georgia. Okay. She moved out of her dream house and she moved to Florida. It's so many people was trolling me like, oh, Tasha K got the money. Tasha K went to Florida and bought her another house. Tasha K. But what had happened was she moved out of her house. She sold all of her furnishings in the house and they got the hell on. And they also, when they moved to Fort Lauderdale or wherever else they live, they are renting they rent an apartment for $5,000 a month, honey. So how you go from owning a home, paying a mortgage that's like a little bit less than 3K, $2,700, to go rent a house for five. Okay. So yeah, she's really on the run, y'all. I thought maybe listen, I was thinking positively. I'm like, maybe she is doing, doing what she's supposed to do, but apparently she ain't. But she said, what else she got? Hold on. Then she got caught up in some mess because when Cardi B's attorneys was questioning her about her living arrangements, she said, hold on, wait, I got a whole bunch of notes. She said she paid $2,750 for mortgage on her house here in Georgia, and she paid $2,500 on rent in Florida, which is half of the rent, because her husband paid the other half. That's what she said. Her husband paid half, she paid half, and she paid the whole mortgage. Now the attorney was like, "Well, damn, why you pay all the mortgage and only half the rent?" I got a little key. I gotta admit, I got a little key. Okay. Uh she also said that, she was renting her house here for $4,000 a month. Okay. And that they're renting it for 2 years and they've been there since they left in June of 2022. The attorneys asked, did she have a written lease? She said she did. Now, the bankruptcy trustee told her that she has to send it over immediately, a copy of the lease, to prove that that is factual. Also, when she was talking about where she lived now, she was forced to tell her address. I ain't gonna tell the lady address now, but she was forced to tell her address of where she lives because all of her addresses were office spaces and mailboxes and stuff. So Cardi's attorney was like, well, where do you live? Where do you live, lady? And so she had to tell them where she lived. Okay. So once she told him where she lived, that's when he was like, well, how much do you pay for rent? And she said 2,500. And he was like, I've done the research. Those apartments, you say you have a 3-bedroom. Those apartments is at least $5,000, between 4 and 5,000 for a 3-bedroom. And she was like, well, actually, I pay 55. My husband pays half. So she kept getting caught in lies. Another way, the bankruptcy trustee asked her, what did she see happening? Like, how did she feel that this bankruptcy reorganization would help her? She said she wants to find a way to pay this back in as much time as the court will allow, because she is such a huge entertainer that she cannot enter the workforce. She says she can't get no job. She says too many people know her, and it would be humiliating for her to get a 9 to 5. That's what Tasha K said. She also lied when Cardi B's attorney asked if she had an app. And the way he said it, he said it so smooth. He was like, do you have an app, or something that people can watch on their phones? Do you have something like that? She was like, a app, what's that? A app? What's the app? Oh, child, the lies just keep coming. Okay, let me finish. Let me see. Her husband is a filmmaker. She claims that they closed Kibi Studios due to the bankruptcy. Now, I'm not an attorney. I have to keep telling y'all that because I am not. But the company never filed bankruptcy. The company never transferred any assets. The company didn't do anything, right? So if this was $1 million company she had, Kibi Studios, where she was making millions now, she owes taxes, and we're going to get to that in a minute because the IRS was there. She owes taxes and everything. So how is it that you could just dissolve a company and the company has no assets. She claimed that they sold all the assets and they downsized because of the lawsuit. Well, where is the money? Where is the money? Then he asked the pertinent questions. Have you ever lived in Africa? No. Or do you have any bank accounts in Africa? No. Well, did you not post on the YouTube or the Instagram or something that you transferred $882,000 and change into an African bank, Bank of Africa? She said, "Well, I was just trolling Cardi because Cardi trolls me." He said, "Does any of your family members have a bank account in Africa?" She said, "No." He said, "Does any of your husband's bank account have husband's family have bank accounts in Africa?" She said, "No." So they was taking notes, honey. They was taking notes, honey. Yes, the IRS was there, honey. The IRS actually. Oh, I can't wait till I get the audio. The IRS actually interjected when they was talking about her debts because in a bankruptcy you got to provide a list of debts, and in her list of debts she had all of Cardi B's attorneys. She had Olga and Sadir, which are her attorneys, and she also had some little small things. She had an American Express, she had a car note and stuff like that, and she had the IRS, but she didn't have an amount. The IRS lady, Miss Geraldine, honey. Miss Geraldine. Hey, Miss Geraldine, please don't bother me, Miss Geraldine. I like the IRS. Miss Geraldine interjected and she said that she still did not have 2021 and 2022. Okay. Tasha K was acting like she didn't know what nobody was talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a file. I think it was file. She said, "No, honey, we got 2022. It was unprocessable. They owe a total of 120K debt combined between her and her husband for 2018, 2019, and 2020 because they were not filing taxes for those 3 years." The IRS lady said that they had been sending her notices and she had not been responding to the notices. So the IRS lady said, "Why I got you here, I need all this information from you. You need to fax it to me." And she gave the fax number. She said by July 14th. Okay, because 2020 and 2021 is still unfiled. And from their records, there's at least another 140K owed for those years, for their for those records. Those are without deductions and all that stuff. All right, I'm just saying. And then she was telling, this IRS agent, she was saying, if you need assistance, you can go to the IRS.gov. You can create you an account and you can log in, and we have transcripts of what's been reported of your income. I was like, oh my God, this is serious. This is some serious stuff. Okay. Then the people was asking about why did she have Cardi B's attorneys on here? So she was saying that the attorney fees was racking up. I don't know that that's true because after the law, like the legal fees are the legal fees after the judgment has been entered, and then she's on the land for the legal fees that occurred when Cardi B sued her for defamation. According to Tasha K, I guess the collection, she's supposed to be paying the collection attorneys and everything too. That's what Tasha K said. I don't know if that's true or not, but she put attorneys on here that have already been paid by Cardi B. So basically, she still owes Cardi B those attorney fees money because Cardi B pays the attorney and she's on the land for the attorney fees. But anyway, this is the T2. Y'all remember how hard she was going for her attorneys, Olga and Sadir, and everybody was talking about how those were criminal defense attorneys and blah, blah, blah. Now, as a layman, as someone who is a novice who doesn't know anything about law, everybody was like, Tasha gonna have a malpractice suit. Tasha this, Tasha that. But she was going so hard in the public eye for her attorneys. They even went out and they were celebrating all kind of things and they filed an appeal, blah, blah, blah. She even, fell out with, Dr. Larry Reed because Larry Reed was supporting Olga. Y'all remember all this? Y'all Tasha K fans out there. I'm sure there's a few of y'all in here. Well, she put Olga and Sadir on the bankruptcy documents. And she said that she does not owe them any money because she claims that Olga wiped the slate clean because they lost the appeal and she didn't feel like she represented her properly in the appeal process. Now, it was also a little sad thing she was saying because she was like, she wants to sue for malpractice, but she just don't have it. I just can't afford it. I would love to sue for malpractice. Now you want to sue for malpractice. Oh, this is messy. You said you have a good idea. She can go take care of Billy. Y'all so wrong. She's too proud to ask her subscribers. Whoever she asks, the bankruptcy is gonna get this money. That's all. I mean, the court, they gonna get this money. Also, she's supposed to turn in a monthly operating report to the court every month, and her first one was due on June 20th, and she did not submit it. The bankruptcy trustee told her, he was like, I'm not trying to be your enemy or nothing, but if you don't follow the laws of the court, your bankruptcy is gonna be dismissed. It's gonna be done, and then everything is, just gonna happen. Like, to me, it seems like she only filed this in order to get her Google check released so that she could live because Cardi got that Google check locked for 3 years at least. Another thing that they had, let me see. Oh, they was asking her like how many followers that she had across all platforms. And the judge or the trustee was asking like, how do you make money? And she was saying that, but it was like, okay, so you make money doing all this. You got 2 million followers across all platforms. You make money doing ambassadorships. You make money doing this. Your husband pays all your bills. Why is it that you only have $98 in the bank? I don't know. Interesting. Also, the husband filed open another business called Yellen Entertainment after Kibi Studios closed, where they both had a 50-50 interest in the company. So as soon as it closed, he opened another one. So I'm like, oh, they're gonna get her, they're gonna get her, they're gonna get her. But I'm gonna save the rest for Patreon. But we're gonna actually look at the documents and break it down a little bit more. I just want to hear from y'all. This is a mess. I would not want to be this woman. Okay. And the fact of she's still on social media dragging Cardi B. She's still saying stuff. Let me see. It was just recently um that she claims that she destroyed she said she destroyed Cardi B's household because Cardi B destroyed hers. Let me play this audio.
Was you embarrassed over this billionaire shit trying to be fucking funny? Don't you ever, bitch. Don't you ever. You trying to be out here funny, talking about you bankrupt, bitch. You don't know I have a fucking fucking hire a private investigator? Do you know I know where all your money is hiding at? You're gonna see it in court, bitch. You're embezzling. Embezzle. Yeah, bitch. You're embezzling, bitch. You're gonna go to jail. Cause what was that judge name? The judge from the motherfucking court, from the lawsuit. I forgot his name. His name started with the W. He said, if you hide any money, you're gonna get in trouble by the court. Bitch, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah. This and that. Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna be protected all the time. And for you to try to use that shit over this billionaire shit, trying to be fucking funny.
When Cardi B said, I'll take your house, she said in response to the alleged houses being taken from Tasha K for months, posted all over social media, Tasha K wants y'all to know from Anger Rehab that she regretfully regrets having to stoop to this level and take pleasure in taking another woman's whole household. She asked for forgiveness. So yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Oh yeah, that's all I got about Tasha K's situation. Hopefully I'll get the audio. So let me know what you think. Unwind with Tasha K's bankruptcy petition and her lies. Yeah, I told her, she said she didn't know, she don't know what an app is, child. She be on her page all the time talking about an app. She said, app? What's that? I don't know what an app. Trina's rep denying that she's pregnant. And yeah, let me know what y'all think.